As we reported here, there are signs the economy is getting stronger now. 243,000 new jobs were added last month. That is the largest gain since April of last year. The unemployment rate dropped to 8.3%. That is the lowest in 3 years. Here with more is Sonders, the chief investment strategist of Charles Schwab. Lizanne, good morning.
Good morning.
Good to see you again.
Thank you.
These numbers from yesterday, okay, good, great.
Pretty close to great. And I think what was unique about this month relative to past months is there was not much you could follow the word "but" with. I think the sport has been the skeptics diving into each month's number and finding some fault with it. And this time it was strength across the board. And I think that was that made it particularly unique relative to recent trends.
So it increased jobs-wise 4 months in a row now. Does this happen the next 4 months as well?
Look, most of the leading indicators suggest continued strong job growth. And in fact, one of the interesting things about the number, in particular yesterday, but in general, is there's two surveys that are used to create the numbers we get on a monthly basis. There's the payroll survey, which is where we get the number of jobs lost or gained in each month. But then there's a household survey, a survey of 60,000 households. And that's where the unemployment rate is derived. That survey showed 631,000 jobs created last month. And that's good news because it tends to lead the payroll survey.
What are the biggest issues outstanding for the economy then?
The debt crisis. I think we are just in the beginning of this deleveraging cycle. The private sector started a few years ago because of the financial crisis. Now the public sector is being forced, government sector is being forced to deleverage. That, I think, will continue to be a weight on the economy for quite some time. But the jobs picture is improving.
Yeah, I was going to say, we always look at these reports week to week or month to month. We're still talking about something that takes years to fix.
It does. And there are structural problems, I think, that will be an impediment to getting the unemployment rate down to something that I think would make all of us feel comfortable. I think there's a skills gap. There's an education gap. There's the fact that mobility has been hampered by the jobs crisis. So, I mean, by the housing crisis. So I think there are issues that will mean we're going to have a slower pace of decline.
And let me talk about this, the jobless rate as it pertains to the presidential election, because that obviously is a huge topic of discussion. Is it possible the rate ticks back up again before the election?
You know, it is historically the case that you often see an uptick in the unemployment rate because as things start to get better, more people jump back into the workforce. They say things are improving. I'd like to look again. I consider myself in the market again. So if more people are in the mix, that has a tendency to boost the jobless rate, at least for a short period of time. So it is certainly possible that this trend is not going to be unidirectional, and history suggests that.
You will be watching. We'll be watching. Lizanne Sonders, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.